And welcome to this segment where I'm going to take you through the business in entertainment. And let's get straight into the stories, as we have really so many amazing, interesting stories in the world of entertainment, but in the business perspective. As usual, we always do our local, and also we cross to the international. But let's first see what's really happening in our country, Uganda, concerning the business, but in the music, in the entertainment sector. Artist Pia Pounds, yes, a video that's Tupaate makes 1 million YouTube views in a space of just 2 months. Wow, this is quite so rare in the Ugandan music industry for somebody to have 1 million views in a space of 2 months. Because as you can look, if you look through most of the channels in Uganda, most of the artists, their channels actually they range between 10,000, 1,000. Actually, you can find somebody having just 10,000 likes in a space of a year. So it's quite so rare. So that's Pia Pounds' 20 Tupaate video. That's the remix where he featured Eddie Kenzo, has hit 1 million YouTube views. That's really something so remarkable into the entertainment industry in Uganda. It's quite a rare thing. So as the quote goes, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you are done. Indeed, Ugandan songbird, that's Tracy Chirabu, known as Pia Pounds, testifies. 2021 will be forever such a memorable year for Pia Pounds' life, because, you know, she has barely had a few projects that could really make 1 million. Yeah, because when you look at her past projects, they are just below between hundreds of thousands, probably even below that. But you can see with this song, that's Twende Tupaate, it's a song that everybody out there likes to dance about. As you see, the title of the song really calls people to party. So it's very wise how you name your song if you want to make money as a musician out there. So with her 1-year-old Tupaate song beating all odds to become one of Africa's super hits, yes, it is a way to go for the diva. So it's the way to go for the diva, and she's really making some remarkable really achievements right there. There is still a mammoth of achievements we never exhaust talking about in her career ever since her Tupaate song, yes, escalated to the top music slots around the world. However, the latest is that the popular Tupaate remix song featuring Eddie Kenzo and MC Africa has surpassed 1 million YouTube views, a stride that would not be overlooked, especially in Uganda's entertainment industry. Yes, somebody out there may say 1 million, is she the first person to make 1 million? Yes, the reason why we celebrate her is because it's a rare thing compared to the entertainment industry in Uganda, as we're trying to see how things move in Uganda. And by 1 million views, that means he's going to earn about 1,000 US dollars, because YouTube pays for every 1 million views, it pays 1,000 US dollars. So you can convert that to Ugandan money, and you can see how much money the 20 Tupaate singer has parted away with. That's about 4 million Ugandan shillings. Yes, the pleasing report was first made by Pia Pounds herself on her social media, as she sparkled jubilations for the milestone. And this was making headlines all over, and so many people have come up to congratulate Pia Pounds upon that achievement, upon that success. And that's really something so remarkable into the entertainment industry in Uganda, where we can celebrate a fellow artist coming up to break such a mileage. It's quite a rare thing in the Ugandan music industry. Her post was then flooded with congratulatory comments from her friends and fans. Yes, fans came up to congratulate her. The friends and other musicians came up to congratulate her. That's Pia Pounds. On her YouTube channel, the 2-month-old Tupaate remix song has gathered about 1 million views with over 3,000 comments. And guess what? When you go to the page of the song, it's quite interesting that it's only likes. 3,000 likes. No dislikes. So you can see how positivity, as the song has been crossing borders, so many people are streaming the music. And this is really so very, very important. These are things I always talk about concerning the current industry. And I keep saying that as long as the COVID-19 is still existing, streaming won't stop. So as an artist, it's very important for you to have an established digital platform where the consumers, the fans, can access your music endlessly. Because when they access your music to the platform endlessly, the platform is going to pay you some money. It's not for free. So it's very important for you to really have an established platform. It's the way to go. It's the norm right now. So get to know how you can do that. As I keep always taking you through, and I'll always be teaching you how you can actually get your account monetized, how you can push your account, how you can promote your music account as a music artist there, so that you can earn some money, some revenue from your craft. Just like Pia Pounds is doing this. 4 million. Yes, audio, that's the audio done by Kusem, that's Africa Bureau of Music, and video shot by legendary Sasha Vibes, yes, Short and Vibes. The song boasts with over 20,000 likes and 0 dislike from the public. So you can see that it's quite a positive vibe coming up from the song. 0 likes, but 20,000 likes. You know, you can find some videos, they have the thumbs down. And you know, that also contributes to your earnings as an artist. You know, how many people like your video? How many people comment on your video? And what kind of comments do they give? You know, it really differs. So signed under African Bureau of Music label, Pia Pounds is one of the few finest versatile female artists in Uganda. Yes, as we can see, first of all, I want to thank Kenzo for that, coming together and standing with Pia Pounds to make sure that she actually gets to hit that mileage. Wow, 1 million YouTube views. So if you have a YouTube channel out there, ever since you opened that channel and ever since you've uploaded something, how many views do you have currently? So it's quite a challenge. An artist which has also, who I remember that took some good time to hit a million views, and actually the day they hit a million views, it went global. That was Levixon, that song called Turn the Replay. Yes, it was after 2 years when it actually hit about, not 1 million, it hit like, it was about 4 million views, and it was really a remarkable experience. Though we have so many artists that have even 5 million and above in Uganda, the likes of Kenzo, they do this. It's not, but we celebrate artists who can come up and actually make these views in a short period of time. For the Ugandan entertainment industry, as we know that we are still trying to grow and advance into the streaming age, which has not really much developed into our country, but it's really so encouraging when we see such a thing coming up and we see an artist coming up to get all those views. So you can see that the money is coming up. And actually, when you go to her account, that's Pia Pound's account, you're going to find that they're adverts already. Because definitely, if you have a million views, definitely there's so many companies that are going to come and advertise on your channel. But you know, for you to qualify, remember to qualify for the YouTube money, the very first thing you need to put in mind is subscription. Before you think about the viewership, you think about the subscription. As long as you have 1,000 subscribers, that's the minimum. Yes, you qualify to earn money from your content, from your craft on the YouTube. Not only 1,000 subscribers, but also other few things for also determine, whereby it matters how many time someone spends, because YouTube calculates the hours, how many hours people spend on your page when they're viewing your song, because that is going to determine whether the people should come and advertise. Because there is this trend whereby people may just come, tap onto your channel. Yes, the view will be counted, but the hours are going to be limited. There is the YouTube Studio. If you have a YouTube, your YouTube app, and you upload your things, you can see there is somewhere where the YouTube actually calculates your time and tells you. So for now, according to this period of time, the number of hours people have spent on your channel are these hours. So that is also determinant on your money you're going to earn. Then, of course, subscribers, then the number of hours, definitely. And also now, you need to consider the views. Remember, for YouTube to earn at least $1, you need at least 250 streams. And actually, yeah, about 250 streams for you to qualify for $1. So if you can make 1,000 views, you have your $4, which is okay. That's about 12,000 or 15,000 Ugandan shillings. So it's always good. It's a numbers game. It's always a numbers game. It's very important that you keep on pushing your channel. You share the music page to your friends. You post your page to other pages. You encourage, you do aggressive promotion. And some people, actually, there are people who sell subscribers. You can pay them. They increase your subscription. They increase your viewership. You know, because when you want money, definitely you have to invest money. You can pay for a boost, a YouTube boost, you know, whereby if people log on to their YouTube, YouTube is going to tell them to check out your page, you know. They tell them also see this, you know. So you see that also helps you to increase your viewership. And definitely when the viewership increases, the money never fails to come. Still in Uganda, Eddie Wizzy. Yes, Eddie Wizzy is a dancer. He's making headlines. Eddie Wizzy fuels a campaign to eliminate Nigerian music off a Ugandan playlist so that they can promote the Ugandan content. Wow, that is something. I don't know what you think about that. Renowned dancer, that's Eddie Wizzy, real name known as Mate Edgar, came up and revealed that he will not be dancing to any Nigerian music and pledged to support Ugandan musicians to see them get better. Anyway, that is something that every Ugandan has been crying out there, to make sure that the Ugandan music gets really the much play, like getting the playlist, because you find that unlike those days, but these days actually the trend is changing. At least the media has really tried to support the Ugandan local content, and most of them, they're earning some good money through advertisements, the endorsements that they receive. The media has done some good part, I'll say that. So he came up to say, that's on his Instagram, he posted something on his social media, and he said, "From today, I'm only dancing to Ugandan music for promos. We need to support and love each other regardless. Nigerians have done enough inspiration. Let's go, Uganda." He posted that on his Instagram. That's Ediwizi. So with this intent, it's intended so that the artists in Uganda can earn money from their music. You know, when the radio plays your music constantly, and definitely that calls for more attractions, more promoters, and more people to come and advertise, and more people to use you into their advertisement. So that benefits you as an artist because it brands you in some way, and definitely you get money. He came up to say something, he made up more statements where he said, "I just unfollowed all Nigerian artists on my Instagram." That's Ediwizi saying that, "Need to believe in my own." That's what he's saying. He says he unfollowed them because he needs to believe in the Ugandan. "I want to see my generation in the O2 Arena next year." Ediwizi says, we know that O2 Arena is an arena in London where we've seen African artists perform. Yes, they gather, and many people come and they perform for all audiences, black and white audiences. So this time around, they want to see Ugandans to feature on that, the O2 Arena. That's what Ediwizi is saying. "Let's support each other," he added. Different artists have commended him for this initiative, and some of these include David Lutalo, artists that have come up to applaud what he's saying, artists that are in great support. David Lutalo, that's MC Cuts, Waiki Bender, Hussein Mushema Maru, and so many others. These are the ones we could at least try to mention out. So Ediwizi has done this, and this follows Kenya's comedian, that's Eric Omondi, who started a campaign recently to reduce the airplay of foreign music, most especially from Nigeria and Jamaica. Yes, as a way of promoting Kenya's music. He went ahead and went to the parliament proposing that Kenyan radio and TV stations should play 85% of the Kenyan music. So as you can see, but you know, at some point, despite that, as Ugandans, we're encouraging support for one another, but also there is this challenge we've been facing in Uganda concerning artists amongst themselves, whereby artists, there is not enough support concerning how we support artists in Uganda. Not on the side of the crowd, but also the artists themselves. There is a lot of rivalry, and you know, this thing, I want to call it beef in quotes, and something which is not really good for an industry that is just still growing. We are still young as an industry, however much we are in the infantry stages, trying, but we are not yet there, you know. So it's very important. Support is very key, because I remember some of our artists have actually gotten a chance to go and be nominated for big awards in outside countries. For example, the BET Awards. But it's funny when they come back and perhaps they didn't make it. Somehow people shun them, and even some other artists come up to speak ill about them. They're like, "Oh, after all this." So, and that gives you, it shows you what people feel, and that support is not really, okay, that's negative energy. Let me say that. And we give the artists negative energy. Remember, this is something that as they go out there to represent, like to those big awards, the Grammy Awards, the BET Awards, they are representing Uganda, you know. So definitely Uganda is getting to be known. So in that case, consider that they are being ambassadors to the nation, you know, and that will attract more people to get to see us. And when they get to know Uganda, definitely they add more sponsorships coming, whereby many artists will come and get, many producers will come from abroad and get signed to sign some Ugandan artists because of the ambassadorial role these artists have played when they go outside to represent Uganda on the BET Awards. It could be whatever awards that are out there. So you see the importance of giving support. One of the rappers known as Enigma, he came up and said, Ugandans, they are the people that see you go to a big event and they're only waiting to see you lose, you know, because they want to make news headlines. So you can see that's really very challenging. I was really challenged when recently, this famous Tanzanian artist, that's Diamond Platnumz, went to the Grammy Awards, though he didn't win that award. But it's so amazing that the entire Tanzania was actually saying, this is our guy, and they were really so happy. The support was there. Nothing even though he didn't win the award, but you can see the support was still there. And that support is needed. And I'm so grateful for Kenzo, what he did to Pia Pounds, trying to come and giving her a leverage. That's what we need, and helping her to boost up her career, to get more views. Now she's more famous. And this is what our brothers in Tanzania are doing. It's like they're helping others to make money from their music, you know. But in Uganda, it's where you find very famous artists and very low artists. And the gap doesn't really match up at some extent. That's not a friendly environment for the industry. If we really want to see it blossom to stages that, to the international stages, there ought to be that unity together. Because our artists are really starving so many times. They are really, I don't want to say that, but you see the necessity. So when Eddie Weezy comes up to push up this campaign, it also comes back to the artists, whereby it's very important. Have the support, you know. It's not a must that it's only you that is supposed to be big. Actually, when you become so big into the industry, become a producer. We've seen artists in other countries do it, you know. They quit the music and now they invest the money back to the new generation. They invest their time, energy, and to the new generation to see it. And in that way, they are also making a name for themselves. That's one thing you need to know. Whenever you quit the game, you're actually adding yourself, you're adding fame to yourself. It's not all about staying in the game and you always want to be in the limelight. You know, it's always important to give a chance to the young generation to also express what they feel, because in that way, that is going to enable the continuity of the industry, and at the end of the day, people are going to still earn much more money. And thank God that Uganda is now adapting to the streaming age in this incidents, whereby we are getting people to stream the music. And it's very important as an artist to get yourself established, get a streaming platform where you can put your music. It's going to help you. It's really going to help you in the future to tap into other markets, you know, because remember, people in the outside world really have no problem with streaming. So if you can find a way you can share your links to the people out there, they are going to really access your music, and it's going to help you increase your revenue as an artist. So it's very important. As artists, we support one another, you know. You lose nothing if you're big artist X and you share a link of another artist to other people to like the music. If Eddie Kenzo can collaborate with Pia Pounds to help her get 1 million views, which 1 million views have that's 4 million Ugandan money, then why can't you as an artist also, okay, you may not collaborate with the artist, but at least share their links? Because streaming is developing in Uganda. You lose nothing. As a big artist, you share the link to other, because remember, you have the market already. As an artist, you've already penetrated through. You're already making money from your streaming. You can actually come and post the link of that artist below, so that people get to know this artist and they push. It's all about the unity that is going to help us make the money into this industry. So Eddie Weezy's campaign would really make much more sense if the artists came back and really they decided to end this wrangle, fighting amongst each other, and we build the industry together. Definitely, time to come. The future is really very bright for the artists, as we shall see our artists make money from their music as a result of the support from the big artists. All right, let's cross into the United States of America, the international scene, as we see what's really making headlines to the world of entertainment. Okay, Walt Disney, COMCAST strike a multi-year carriage deal. Yes, Walt Disney. We know Walt Disney to be the company responsible for Marvel. Yes, under Marvel, and COMCAST being responsible for Universal Pictures. So Walt Disney COMCAST strike a multi-year carriage deal. The sector giant's previous long-term arrangement was unveiled in early 2012. So this is something that was unveiled in 2012, like the beginning steps of the deal, concerning the two big giants, you know, the casting giants. Hollywood titan Walt Disney, led by CEO Bob Chapek, yes, CEO of Walt Disney, and cable giant COMCAST Corp, led by Chairman and CEO Robert Bryant, have struck a new multi-year carriage deal. Financial terms of the agreement have not yet been disclosed. So, but maybe we shall get to know the developing story as time goes on, because definitely when such deals, these are very big deals, they always fear to come up and disclose the details of the deals. This comes along with time as time goes on. The companies said they have renewed their content carriage agreement and will continue to make Disney's robust lineup of sports, new kids, family, and general entertainment programming available to Xfinity TV customers. Xfinity is among the subsidiaries of COMCAST, and we know that COMCAST is a cable is an internet service provider in the USA. It's the second service providing company in the USA, and one of its subsidiaries, the Xfinity, and Xfinity has quite a wide range. It's also among the TVs that Comcast owns. So the programming of Disney, Walt Disney is going to feature on Xfinity. So you can see, this is all money. So, wow, Hollywood is really deals every day. You hear partnerships every day, spin-offs, and it's really so interesting how the people are calculating the business into that side. So, as we see that they're going to be, the Walt Disney programming is going to be available to Xfinity TV customers. This is part of Comcast. Additionally, Comcast will distribute the SEC network to its Xfinity customers, allowing fans and followers of the Atlantic Coast Conference to access multi-platform network in the coming weeks. That's what they say. So you can see the offers that are really, they're so really very favorable. The multi-year agreement encompasses continued distribution of Disney cable channels, including ESPN networks, the Disney branded channels, Freeform, the FX networks, and the National Geographic channels. They added in a statement. The renewal also includes continued distribution of the SEC network now in its eighth season, as well as retransmission consent of the ABC-owned television stations. So you can see that Disney channels are going to be featuring on the Comcast, Xfinity. So you can see, and also that's going to help the subscription, because we know that currently, since streaming is the age, and remember, Comcast is a grandfather, has a streaming platform. Yes, that's Peacock. That's what I can say. Because the reason why I wanted to say that Comcast is a grandfather to Peacock is because Comcast, through NBC Universal, birthed Peacock. So you can see Peacock, that definitely makes, Peacock becomes the grandson to Comcast. So that's going to be the subscription because of this partnership. So we expect also the people that are subscribing on the Disney, since it's a partnership between Comcast and Disney. So we expect the subscribers of Disney Plus, which is the streaming platform of Disney, to also be subscribing on Peacock. And remember, actually, this came after Peacock has been struggling to get subscribers, despite that it's being under a very big label. It's funny, because reports some time back were revealing that it's making losses for Comcast, and Comcast was coming up to say, why is Peacock making these losses? So this partnership is going to help Peacock, who belongs to Comcast, to get more subscribers and also earn more money from the movies which are being released from the Universal Pictures. Remember, movies from Universal Pictures are now featuring also onto other platforms, because according to the agreement that was signed, they are supposed to first feature on Peacock for the first 4 months, then they go to other platforms like Amazon. So that's how they're doing the business right there. So according to the reports, earlier this year, Comcast launched Disney Plus and ESPN Plus to its Xfinity customers, with those services continuing to be available. So you can see benefits. You know, all these are giants into the sector. They are giants into the broadcasting industry. So they're coming up with these strategies, to these partnerships, to make sure that they showcase each other's content, and that is going to be something very, very, very beneficial for them, for their streaming revenues. They're going to increase definitely. So according to the reports from Rebecca Heap, that's the senior VP, he says, we are very pleased to have reached this comprehensive agreement with Disney to continue providing Xfinity customers access to their content across our industry leading platform. That said Rebecca Heap, that's the Senior VP Consumer Products and Propositions of Comcast Cable. We are very happy to extend our long-standing relationship with Comcast and continue to provide the Xfinity customers with Disney's best-in-class programming, said that's Sean Breen, Executive VP. Platform distribution, Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution. So Disney, we know Disney to be one of the biggest movie studios, not only in Hollywood, but also in the world at large. And they have really quite a lot of content ranging from kids to infant and even the mature people. So this content really needs to be aired out. And Comcast seems to be having unestablished networking companies, like, because under Comcast there is also NBC, NBC, which is also having a number of channels which it's owning. So you can see Comcast is very rich in programming. Like, like concerning having TV, a network of TVs which can showcase content. However, Disney is rich in content. So you can see, I have what you need. So it's, you see, the support I'm trying to talk about. This is what I was trying to talk about in the previous story concerning support. In Uganda, we need to adapt this thing. There is something I have that you don't have. But when we put together our efforts, definitely, we are going to make money. Disney is rich in content. Yes, they have content. Like I told you, from kids to infant people to the mature people. But however, yes, they have networks, distribution networks like Disney, of course, you know Disney. But it's not as rich as COMCAST, which has Universal, NBC Universal, and so many TV stations. So it's now content getting a place where to be put. So definitely we expect something so magical coming out of this partnership, as we see a lot of people are going to really come up and subscribe to these channels, and the streaming revenues are going to increase. So you can see what the people are doing out there. Partnership. You realize there is something I have and you don't have, and we need each other. So the sector biggies, that's of course the giants. A previous long-term CARRIAGE pact for Disney networks and content was unveiled in early 2012 with analysis saying it expired on September, that was that year, but it has been renewed. Remember, it was first unveiled, the plan, just talking about it, that was 2012. So you can see something that was discussed 8 years back has been followed up, and it's really taking place. That arrangement was signed at a time when NBCU, that's NBC Universal, was COMCAST's new toy. Why are they calling it a COMCAST toy anyway? That's according to the analysts. That's Craig Moffett and Michael Nathanson wrote in a report. So according to the analysts, that's what this is a report from the analyst. COMCAST was eager to show that there was still plenty of life in the cable network model, and awarding Disney a long-term deal on attractive terms was the only way to get Disney locked into, but also get a favorable competition for the NBC Universal. So you can see this is a cable network leading quite a variety of cable networks, and you can see it's all about delivering content and delivering Disney's content, as you can know. Yeah, COMCAST also has content because Universal Pictures really makes some movies, content which can be really aired out, but it's not as enough. The writers of Disney are so rich into the content, so they see the only way to make sure that the people view this content is through this. And you see, this is also going to increase viewership of COMCAST, of the COMCAST TV networks. NBC Universal's TVs are going to have a lot of viewership. And definitely when the viewership is huge, sponsorship. Sponsors, that's what sponsors want. Or else they want is viewers. How many viewers come to see, how many viewers actually watch the programs which are being aired on your show? And that is going to attract them to come and definitely sponsor the programs that are there. So Disney has content which is going to be aired on COMCAST. Viewership is going to increase. Sponsors are going to come in. Money definitely can't fail to come. Business in entertainment. I'm Barije Andrew, and Sonko is returning to take you through the sports business. Till tomorrow, have a good bye.